They watch me fall, and they smile. They dance when I cry. But what they didn't know, God was dancing too over my deliverance. They threw stones and called it truth, turned my scars into living proof. They whispered lies behind my name and found their joy inside my pain. The cameras flashed, the crowd rejoiced, but heaven heard my trembling voice. They thought my ending had begun, but my story ain't yet done. Ain't yet done. I bowed my head but never broke, whispered prayers through the smoke. God saw every tear they missed. He marked my name upon his list. My enemies dance at my pain, but God still reigns. They laugh while I suffer in chains, but God still reigns. They thought I'd die in this shame, but his mercy knows my name. Nights so long, my voice grew weak. The walls themselves began to speak. Hold on, they said, your God ain't gone. Your tests will become your song. They stole my peace, they mocked my faith, but grace stood up in that place. I saw the fire in his eyes. He said their laughter won't survive. Won't survive. My enemies dance at my pain, but God still reigns. They feast while I stand in the rain, but God still reigns. Every tear they used to mock, God's turning into solid rock. Let him laugh, I'll still pray, still pray. Let him curse, I'll still stay, still stay. They can dance now, but when he comes through, the dance will belong to you. You can dance on broken ground, but I'll rise when that trumpet sounds. He still reigns, he still reigns. Through my fire, through my chains, I saw them smile when I fell, but I also saw angels guard my cell. They said the world may mock your pain, but heaven's writing down your name. And I knew then, this battle's not between me and them. It's between truth and the lies they defend. My enemies dance at my pain, but God still reigns. They shouted while I wore my chains, but God still reigns. They thought they'd win, they thought I'd fall, but my God conquered it all. He still reigns, he still reigns. Through my sorrow, through my chains. Let them dance. For when the music stops and silence fills their laughter, God will lift me from this place, because pain don't last forever, but truth does. He still reigns, still reigns. They watch me fall and they smile. They dance when I cry. But what they didn't know, God was dancing too over my deliverance. He's not alone, not alone. They threw stones and called it truth, turned my scars into living proof. They whispered lies behind my name and found their joy inside my pain. The cameras flashed, the crowd rejoiced, but heaven heard my trembling voice. They thought my ending had begun, but my story ain't yet done, ain't yet done. I bowed my head but never broke, whispered prayers through the smoke. God saw every tear they missed. He marked my name upon his list. My enemies dance at my pain. They laugh while I suffered in chains. They thought I'd die in this shame, but his mercy knows my name. Ooh, like so long my voice grew weak. The walls themselves began to speak. Hold on, they said, your God ain't gone. Your test will become your song. They stole my peace, they mocked my faith, but grace stood up in that place. I saw the fire in his eyes. He said their laughter won't survive. Won't survive. My enemies dance at my pain. They feast while I stand, and in the rain, every tear they used to mock, God's turning into solid rock. Let them laugh, I'll still pray. Still pray. Let them curse, I'll still stay. Still stay. They can dance now, but when he comes through, the dance will belong to you. You can dance on broken ground, but I'll rise when that trumpet sounds. He still reigns. He still reigns. Through my fire, through my chains. I saw them smile when I fell, but I also saw angels guard my cell. They said the world may mock your pain, but heaven's writing down your name. And I knew then, this battle's not between me and them, it's between truth and the lies they defend. My enemies danced at my pain. They shouted while I wore let them dance. For when the music stops and silence fills their laughter, God will lift me from this place, 'cause pain don't last forever. The truth does. He still reigns, still reigns.
I've been shattered, crushed by the weight of my own mistakes. But somehow, I'm still here, still breathing, still waiting on God.
Still believing, still breathing. The nights get cold, the silence gets loud. Every tear I've cried could fill a cloud. My hands are trembling, my heart's torn apart, but there's still a fire, still a beating heart, still a beating heart. They tried to break me, but I'm still here standing. God's grace held me up when the world left me stranded. I may be bruised, but I'm not destroyed. I lost my peace, but I found my voice. Found my voice. Found my voice. Yeah, I'm broken, but breathing. Still breathing, still believing. Torn down, but healing. Still healing, still reaching. They thought I'd fade away, but I'm still here today. 'Cause God ain't finished with me yet. I've seen the inside of pain, I walk through shame, but I still whisper Jesus' name. There's a war in my mind, but peace in my chest. Every breath I take is a passing test. Every breath I take, the world gave up on me, but heaven said no. Grace found me broken and refused to let go. I've been down, I've been low, but I'm still breathing. I've been hurt, I've been broke, still believing. They thought my light was gone, but it's still gleaming, and my soul keeps singing, even through the pain. Still breathing, still believing, still alive again. But breathing, still believing. Torn down, but healing. Still healing, still reaching. I'm not who I used to be. Grace rebuilt the best in me, 'cause God ain't finished with me yet. Sometimes I cry when no one sees, but even in tears, God's holding me. Every scar is a testimony, every wound is part of my story. I was lost, but now I'm found, falling low, but grace abounds. And even when I walk through pain, I'll rise again in Jesus' name. I could have died in my sorrow, but I'm still breathing. Could have drowned in my shame, still believing. grace redeemed me. I'm broken, but I'm breathing, still breathing, still breathing. I'm broken but breathing, still believing. Torn down but healing, still breathing, still reaching. No chains can hold my praise, no pain can take my faith, 'cause God ain't finished with me, yeah, yeah. I may be broken, but I'm still breathing, still singing. And as long as I've got breath, I've got purpose, I've got life, I've got God. Still breathing, still breathing. Some pain don't make a sound, but heaven hears it anyway. Late at night behind these walls, I talk to God, nobody else at all. The lights go out, but my mind still bleeds, trying to grow hope from broken seeds. They only saw my fall, not my fight. Only saw my wrongs, not what's right. They don't know the prayers I prayed when my soul was too weak to stay. But you, Lord, you see the inside of me. Every tear I cried in secrecy, you held me close when they turned away. You whispered, son, you'll see brighter days. Tears they didn't see, didn't see. Falling quietly on my knees, on my knees, on my knees. The world saw a man, but you saw my need. Oh Lord, you saw the tears they didn't see. You saw my pain. You turned my darkness into light. You saw the tears they didn't see. I smile just to hide the storm inside, trying to keep my faith alive. People judge what they could see, but only you knew what broke in me. The letters I wrote but never sent, the dreams that came and then they went. Yet still you're here, you never leave. You catch the tears that I still grieve. You saw me, Lord, when nobody cared. You sat with me in my despair. You counted every tear that fell in this cell. You made me well. You saw me cry, you saw me break. You saw the nights I stayed awake. You heard the prayers I didn't say out loud. You loved me when I was too proud. Tears they didn't see, but you, Lord, looked deep in me. You saw my chains. saw the tears they didn't see. They didn't see me crying. They didn't see me praying. They didn't see me breaking. But your Lord, you were saving. You saw the pain behind the smile. You saw me bleeding all the while. You never turned your eyes from me. Oh Lord, you saw the tears they didn't see. Oh, yeah. Oh. Now when I cry, I don't cry alone. You're with me, Lord, I'm never on my own. The world don't have to know my plea, because you see the tears they'll never see. You saw the tears they didn't see. They used to laugh when I fell, but now I pray when I rise, 'cause only grace kept me alive. I was chasing lights, trying to feel my pain. Made the world my stage, but lost my name. Every smile hid 1,000 cries. Every win was just another disguise. Friendship when the money came, disappeared when I lost my fame. I learned the hard way, truth cuts deep. But what broke me down made me believe. I thought I was strong on my own, but I was just flesh without a soul. Now I'm down on my knees again, learning where my real life begins. Live now, pray later. Grace is my answer.
You saw the tears behind my grin.
My grin.
You loved me through my sin.
Whoa.
You gave me peace within.
They said I changed, but they don't know the pain it took to let that old man go. I lost the crowd, but found my soul. Now my weakness made me whole. People only see what's on display, but they don't hear what I had to pray. They laughed when I broke, said I'd never stand, but I'm lifted high by a nail-scarred hand, yeah. I remember when they left, they thought the story was done, but God said no, I'm just getting started. From my shame to my salvation, from my guilt to restoration. They mocked my fall, but now they'll see the power of grace inside of me. Full energy.
Pray later, pray later.
You turned my pain into a prayer.
Into a prayer, into a prayer.
I was lost, but you were greater.
Now, pray later.
I'm saved. cried,
but Jesus stayed by my side.
by my side.
You took my shame, you took my blame.
Took my blame.
You gave me joy, you changed my name.
I was broken.
Now I'm free, now I'm free, now I'm free. All because you prayed for me.
I used to laugh at pain. Now I pray through peace. And every tear you saw, Lord, you turned it into release. Grace came much greater, much greater. They took my kindness for a sin. They smiled while they pulled me in. Turned my scars into their gain. Yeah, they plot against my name. Whispers turned into walls of lies. Cameras flash while justice dies. They painted guilt in heaven's frame, all part of the plot against my name. But what they meant for evil, God will turn to good. They tried to bury me deeper, but I'm still standing where I stood. They can chain my body, break my fame, but they can't erase the power in my name. Whoa, the plot against my name won't take my soul. I'm still the man that heaven knows. They wrote my story with their shame, but truth still louder than their blame.
Plot against my name.
Can't steal my call.
Plot against my name.
God sees it all.
Even when they curse my face.
Grace rewrites my case. Fake friends turn to foes overnight. Justice blinded by the light. But even in the shadow of pain, I hear God whisper my real name. They said he's done, he's through, he's gone. But grace don't work on mortal tongues. The truth walks free while lies decay. My Redeemer's gonna have his day.
You can lie on me,
But you can't stop
me.
You can frame my deeds, but truth still
Who
speaks.
speaks?
You can mock my fall, but God still calls.
God still calls.
Every trap you set will break itself.
Will break itself.
Crying out, 'cause the same cross they used to shame me was the cross that came to save me. I was guilty by their plan, but I'm forgiven by God's
Plot
hand.
against my name.
Became You can break my record, but not my redemption. You can silence my stage, but not my song. 'Cause God saw the plot before they planned it, and He already wrote the ending. The truth will speak, and my name will rise clean.
Truth will rise. Truth will rise. Truth will rise. Truth will rise.
They try to bury me with lies. They try to drown me in shame. But what they didn't know was that pain became my prayer, and hate became my win. 'Cause every time they pushed me down, I rose high. He rises, He rises from They threw stones at my name. They built walls around my pain. Hey, they thought the world would forget my song, but my soul kept burning strong, burning strong, burning strong. I walked through fire, through the rumors and lies, but every tear just baptized my life, baptized His life. Yeah, I see even ashes can rise. I rise from their hate. Rise from their hate. Love is my escape. Love is my escape. They can't break what God forgave. No, they can't. No, they can't. I rise from their hate. Yes, I rise from the fire, from the pain, from the chains. I rise again. They call me names, they wrote my sins on pages that forgot where grace begins. I lost my family, I lost my fame, but I still got Jesus in my veins. Jesus in His veins. They said my story's over, but heaven said not yet. 'Cause mercy found me where the world forget. Mercy found Him. Mercy found. I rise from their hate. Rise from their hate. Love is greater than their pain. You can curse my name, but not my grace. Not His grace. I rise from their hate. Oh, I rise. The devil tried to hold me down, but my faith became my crown. Yes, I rise from their hate. See, I used to fight him with anger. I used to cry every night. But one day God whispered, son, stop trying to prove who you are. Just rise. Just rise. Just rise. From the grave I rise. You can hate me. You can chain me. But you can't erase me. 'Cause God already raised me. He rises. He rises from the I rise.
Every spotlight fades someday. Every song finds its silence. Every dancer must stop moving and face the truth in stillness. Tonight, this might be my last dance.
The dance will end. I remember the lights, the crowd, the sound. My voice was thunder, shaking the ground. Hands raised high, they called my name. But when the storm came, no one stayed, no one stayed. I gave them my truth, I gave them my love you anyway. To the ones who pray, God heard your faith today. And to my God, yes, Lord, thank you for every note, every breath, every step, every pain. The dance will end, the dance will end, but my praise won't die, won't die. They can take the stage, but not my sky, not his sky. Yes, the dance will end, but I'll still fly, still fly. When the lights go out, heaven lights the crowd. The dance will end, but love survives. Every song must stop, every heart must rest. But if you remember me, don't remember the stage. Remember the prayer behind it. Remember the man who learned to bow before he danced. The dance will end, but his soul will rise. And when the music fades, I'll still be singing in heaven.